Hello everybody, my name is Mike McDonald. I'm with M&S Air Conditioning and Appliance Service, and today we have the luxury of having Stephanie Fortune from Fortune Marketing and Business Solutions with us, and we just wanted to ask her a couple questions about her AC system. Hello Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good.
Happy to be here.
So what is it that you don't like about your air conditioning system?
Okay, so I have a 3-story home. I have a garage on the first floor, a bedroom on the 3rd floor, and then the living space more or less on the 2nd floor in my office. I find that sometimes it's way colder in my office or in the bedroom and not so much in the living room. So how could I manage the temperature in the different rooms?
Okay, so the newer technology thermostats, they actually have what we call a remote sensor. So you could actually have a remote sensor in that room. You could set the thermostat for a certain temperature, but until that remote sensor reached the temperature that you desired, the air conditioner would shut off at the point where the remote sensor reached that temperature. So say you're comfortable at 74 degrees, you set the remote sensor for 74 degrees, and then the unit will turn off as soon as that remote sensor is satisfied.
Okay, so that'll be perfect because I have an office and I literally have to wear a jacket in my own office.
Yeah.
So that'll definitely help there. Okay, so I like that. Okay. What about knowing when to change my AC filter?
The industry standard is about 45 days,
Okay.
45 to 60 days, give or take. It just depends. If you live in an area where there's a lot of dust, like construction or maybe on a road, you might want to change it every 30 days.
Okay.
But it can go up to about 45, a month and a half, sometimes 90 days. It just depends.
I have a husky. She has a lot of fur. So I would say more so closer to the 30-day mark.
Yeah, a lot of fur. Yeah, definitely 30-day mark. Definitely.
Okay, all right. Let me see here. The noise. So I definitely know when the air conditioning system is on versus when it's off. Is there any way that I could combat that?
There's some things that you have to kind of go to the house and look at. Most of the time it's ductwork related, static pressure, maybe like a restrictive filter, dirty coil. It's causing the motor to ramp up and produce more velocity.
Gotcha.
So it's all, every application's different in that standard. But so is there anything else? Like,
let me see here.
what about what kind of thermostat do you have in your house?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
That's usual.
Yeah.
It's you know.
But we only have one, so I know it's tough sometimes when I do want to change the temperature in one room or want to adjust it in one place and I can't get to it. So I know that's usually a challenge too. And again, I'm just
Okay, what about when you're home versus when you're away? What do you keep
Okay.
the thermostat at?
So traditionally when I'm out the house, I like to keep it at maybe 70, really 78-ish. And then when I'm home, closer to maybe 75. And when I sleep, I like to be cold and cozy. So maybe around like 73.
Okay. What we recommend is whenever you're away from the house, to keep it, say it's 78.
Okay.
Then when you're at home, if you like it 76, keep it within 2 degrees.
Okay.
Reason being is you don't want the unit to run for more than like 30 minutes at a time.
Gotcha.
Because the longer that it runs, the hotter the compressor gets, and it sometimes causes more breakdowns. So you want to keep the thermostat, you want to keep it within 2 degrees so that the unit's not running as much.
Okay, so what about at nighttime?
So at nighttime, once the sun goes down, the real issue is just the humidity.
Okay.
So if it's 76 that you keep it at while the sun's up, and then you want to bring it down to 74, it will reach that temperature in an easy manner. But a lot of times, it's when the sun's up is when the heat load's on the house, and it keeps the thermostat running and running and running, and the more it runs, the more money's out of your pocket. So
see, maybe that's my problem. I'm changing it all throughout the day. Okay.
yeah, you gotta keep it at least 2 degrees when you leave the house. So like a lot of times it's 78 and 76 when you're home. Sometimes it's 77, 75. It all depends, but the less that you go up, then the less it'll run when you come home. So.
Okay, so and this could help with my electrical bills, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm newer to the AC world, right? So I'm just learning things. What other tips would you have for me or anybody out there that might have questions? Where to go? How could they find you if they do have questions specific for your company? How would they get in contact with you?
Our website's ac-florida.com. We have a list of maintenance plans, what's included. The most important thing about a maintenance plan is it keeps the unit running at operation standards. And especially in South Florida, a lot of leaf blowers out here, and they blow all the dirt into the condenser coils outside, and it restricts the amount of air going into the unit.
Gotcha.
And that can definitely make the unit malfunction prematurely. So you definitely want to have a maintenance done on your unit at least twice a year because of those issues. Because basically an air conditioner in South Florida is like running your car at 90 miles per hour in second gear. Basically, it's just non-stop, 100 miles an hour. So
if you guys are getting your car checked out, then you have maintenance on your vehicles, you definitely want to get your maintenance done on your AC units.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
awesome. See some numbers here. Which one is yours? How can they call you? If they have questions, can they text?
Okay, this is our Broward number, and this is our Palm Beach number. This is our license number. We're licensed and insured. We've been in business for 30 years. Our website.
We like dogs.
We're a Ream top contractor, so we get the best pricing from Ream, which is good because it goes back to you guys when you're able to use a quality contractor and not have to pay a fortune to have it installed. So that is not my dog. I do like bulldogs, but that's not my dog. So, but yes, he's very comfortable. So we hope that one day we have the luxury of coming to your house and making you as comfortable as he is.
Very awesome. Very awesome. Well, we wanted to get on camera. Just again, we were having a conversation. I had some questions for him. He had some questions for me, and I figured, what better opportunity than to share with the world? So, if you have anything more to add, I'll step back here and then just
and
talk.
Please leave comments. You know, this might be my calling in life. So, have a good one, everybody. Did anybody comment? Oh, is it still on?